Alright, in this video I'm going to show you exactly how this bagger is made. I'm going to show you all the components and how they work. And I'll take this thing apart and then we'll put it back together. And you can see just how it's built and how all the components are put together. So let's get to going. So what we've got here is a Digiton water meter and control. You can find these on Amazon. What you do to set it up, you hit the menu button, you'll hit set, and then you can set your water perimeters from here. And once you get done, you just hit the menu button again and you're ready to go. And all you got to do is hit the run button right there, and your water comes out right here into your bag. What we've got here is our foot pedal control. It's a 5-way. It's real easy to take apart on the back, real easy to put together. All you do is push it. Right here we have our solenoid that shuts the water on and off, and right here is our water meter, and it measures the amount of water. Right here we'll hook up to a regular water hose, so there's no need for any other parts. Once you buy this bagger, it comes in the box and ready to work. All you have to do is adjust it to the amount that you want to put in it, and I'll show you how to do that later in this video. Alright, what we got here is the guard. It also funnels the substrate into your bag, and you always want to run with this on it. Without it, substrate's just going to go everywhere. So I'm going to remove the guard. It's like got 5 screws in it, and after I do that, you'll also see how to adjust the bagger. One of the best things to do before you remove the guard is to run your ram out. So you're just going to push your foot pedal and the ram's going to come out. You'll hear it come out. And then you unhook your air hose. Now the ram is out. Now the guard is just sitting on top of your box that feeds the substrate. So all this is a guard for this. You don't want to get your hands in there. The ram on this is really powerful, and you definitely don't want to be running this in and out with the air on and get your hand down in there for sure. So yeah, there's the guard. What you've got right here, there's 2 screws that adjust the amount of substrate you can put in it. And to adjust that, all you got to do is take these 2 screws out here. What you got here is a block, and it just slides back and forth. What I'll show you now is the inside of this thing. It fills up here, and then when you hit the pedal, it also has rubber around it to keep from breaking the pellets on the wood. It just kind of bounces them off as the ram comes out. So that's how that works. And then it shoots your substrate out there and runs it into the chute and into the bag. And here's how the foot pedal works. Alright, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this thing apart It's super simple, easy to clean. Before you take it apart, if it's had substrate in it, or if you run grain through it or whatever, best thing to do is just take a vacuum and vacuum the inside of this out before you take it apart. It's got 10 screws around the bottom, and this whole top comes off. It will come with extra screws. These are just coarse drywall screws. It'll come with some 2-inch ones if you strip a hole out or whatever. But really all you got to do is just move it over. All it's under here is 2x4s, you'll see in just a second. So after you get your screws out, you just want to lift your top off like that. And then here's your ram part. So here's how this works. It's just a pneumatic cylinder with air pressure. So if you want to take the head off of it here, all you got to do is pull it out like this, and you're going to take the centerpiece out. And I'll show you how you do that right now. So to take the centerpiece out, there's a screw in the top. There's 2 in the bottom. This is just your divider in your box here. After you do that, if you want to take your box off to deep clean it even further, there's a 5/16 bolt in here. You take it off with a 5/16 socket and ratchet. You always want to make sure you make this really tight so your box and your ram ain't moving around. All it's held on with is a screw, and there's a washer there. And then that's that. Here's your adjustable blocks right here. And then right here's the screws that adjust them. Here's your hole for your ram. And then down in here, that's where your nut and washer goes. So what we've got here is just the ram. And all it does is, when you hit the pedal, it comes out. These air lines are really easy to take off. You just pull this back, the air line pops right off. I've got the air line running this cable stuff here, like for cars or whatever. You can run electric wires in it or air lines or whatever. Anyways, I got it in that all the way down to your pedal. It just protects it let's say a mouse got in there and chewed your line up. You can buy this line on Amazon. It's 1/4 inch air line. Like I said, you can just pop this right off. It is no problem to fix. So we'll get ready to put our ram back on. Just run him back in like that. I'll move you back some here. Take our head. Take our washer. And our bolt. Or nut rather. You want to make sure you get it real tight, like I said. After you get that, you want to reinstall your middle piece. It's right here. Line him up down there in the middle like so. We'll put your top screw in first. And then your thing's all back together there. Now we're going to reinstall our box. We'll spin him around like this here. We're going to line him up right there. We're just going to flip it up. We're going to put our screws back in. And that's that. Now all you want to do is hook your air up. Run this out to set your guard back on and unplug your air hose. All of this has been waterproofed. It's all waterproof with this Thompson's water seal. So if you want to do grain in it, I got a video on grain, on how wet you want to get it. You don't want to put it in there soaking wet, and your bags are not going to be any good if they're soaking wet. So you want to get it to where it don't stick to your hand. So yeah, let's stick the guard back on this thing with 5 screws. Pull it out where I can get to the bottom. You just set it up like that right there. Get your screw on into your drill. You're going to lift it up to line up with your hole. Push it on the bottom. Can't see as good as I once was, and I missed the hole. Imagine that. Like I said, if the holes ever do strip out or whatever, all you got to do is move that bracket over a little bit and make a new one. If you do put a longer screw in here, it's going to come out inside here. So you want to make sure you cut it off or don't stick your hand down in there and get hurt on it. So yeah. And you mount your digit and water thing back on there and hook it all back up and you're ready to bag again. I hope this video helped y'all understand the way this thing's made. You can use it to make your own if you want, or you can go to mushroombagger.com and buy one from me. Like I said, I do 3.3 pound bags of grain in this thing. Never have any issues. Here's a size bag grain. They're 10T bags. This here's shiitake mushrooms. So yep, that's how you do that. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you want, and you can get some more videos on growing mushrooms. Thanks for watching, Friend of Fungi, mushroombagger.com.